So I was just in bed, looking over my notifications, scrolling through Twitter, and I saw this person again on my timeline just have one of the worst takes I've ever seen. Now let's get straight into it. Make a season where supports are as unplayable as Black Panther and Magic have been for the past 2 seasons. Let's not just pretend like Magic is bad. She is the top 3 duelist in win rate. Is she really that bad? Not even looking at the top 4 DPS in the entire game and win rates are dive characters, you idiot. Okay, let's continue. Supports need to eat shit for at least 1 season. Did you forget about the dive meta? Have you already forgotten about that? It makes sense since you forgot the Gambit got nerfed. Last video I made of this guy, he didn't even know Gambit got nerfed. So it makes sense he forgot about the dive meta because he forgets anything, which is bad against him. After being pandered to. Oh yes, because adding the best and strongest character in Daredevil to the game, a dive character who, guess what, targets support, has a 55.79% win rate in Celestial and above, buffing Psylocke's ult to 2-shot most characters, having 3 dive characters in the top 4. Yes, that's really pandering to support players, guys. Like how stupid you need to be and being over buffed during the entire lifespan of this game. Again, let's just forget about Daredevil. Let's forget about him. Let's forget about Hawkeye getting 16 buffs. Let's forget about Hela getting, I think, 12 to 13 buffs. Let's forget about Daredevil getting a slap on the wrist for a nerf, not even addressing his main concern, which is his damage per second. They just got rid of 25 HP. Oh, and you want to talk about support nerfs? Oh yeah, you were crying that Ultron was a problem. He has a 37% win rate. I was correct. He was wrong. His last post, he's like, oh, they get buffed Ultron. He's gonna be horrible. Support pandering. He has a 37% win rate. Like, are you serious? Luna. So many people are complaining, oh, she got more buff, she's gonna be so meta. 43% win rate. I saw another post where the #1 player in the world said the worst supports are Luna, Snow, and Cloak and Dagger. I just saw this. Invisible Woman has a negative win rate in Celestial and above. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is who you're trying to go after? I get she's overtuned, but she has a negative win rate in Celestial and above. Do you do any kind of research, you idiot? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Does he do any type of research at all? In 25% of the games, she loses over 50% of them. Wow. It even makes him look more stupid. The only reason Gambit, Invis, Loki, and Mantis and other supports have not received emergency nerfs. Oh my god, he's stupid. Let's start down the line. Gambit, he got a nerf to his ult by 200 last season. This season, I do agree he needs small nerfs to certain aspects, but not emergency. And if he gets nerfed, so does the top 3 out of 4 dive characters with the most and highest win rates in Celestial and above. You cannot nerf supports and keep buffing dives. Invis, the negative win rate character in Celestial and above, needs emergency nerfs. Yeah, once her main counter in Daredevil gets a nerf, you cannot throw off the balance like Loki Bucky. In Season 0, Loki and Bucky were both the best of the best. And then over the seasons, Loki has gotten severe nerfs. 20% nerf to his damage and healing at one point, while Bucky was in an even stronger point since Season 0. Now, since Bucky was an S tier character, he countered another S tier character in Loki. And then Loki, he got thrown off the balance. So Bucky still remains S tier, while Loki for many seasons wasn't, because he got nerfed to the ground. Now Loki has received some buffs, and right now, Loki should not get touched at all. He's in a very good place. This isn't just my take, but if you look at other people's major content creators, if you look at them and take their opinions as fact, many of them have said Loki is only as good as he is now because of Gambit and Invis, that he can copy their ults. In Season 4, I was the 379th best Loki in the world. Season 4.5, 257th. Season 5, I didn't play him at all. So being a top 257 Loki in the top goddamn world, I should know and feel how he feels. I've played him since Season 0. He does not need emergency nerfs. How about you actually learn counterplay? Because here's a counterplay for you. In a game I was playing, there's a Punisher on the enemy team. He shot straight past my team, straight at my illusions, constantly destroying them. I was trying my best to hide my illusions off to the side, but he would just position himself to the sides to destroy them, which breaks down my healing immensely, so I had to switch off because he was countering me. Or, guess what? A Moon Knight. Moon Knights get incredible value off of Loki. A good Bucky will absolutely make your life miserable, because during his ult, you either have two choices: keep placing illusions, hopes to kill him, with the risk of him ulting the illusions, getting free resets equals more damage onto you and everyone around you, or stop placing illusions, means less healing for the rest of the team, and hopes they kill him while he doesn't reset off of you and other teammates because you don't heal nearly as much because your illusions aren't up, which again will make you switch off. Not to mention, Loki is not S tier. Anyone who says that is just bad at ranking. Moon Knight and Bucky are A and S tier right now, Loki's biggest counters. This shouldn't happen again, where Loki is good again, while his counters are S and A tier, and then Loki gets nerfed again. He is finally in a good spot, and you're like, no, I don't want to play against him. He's too tough. Like, dude, just shut up. Mantis, which guess what her counter is? Burst damage. Have any character that does good burst damage, you will counter your Mantis. It's the same with a Cloak and Dagger on your team. If you have a character on the enemy team, it's like a Hela, or a Namor, or a good Black Widow, a Hawkeye, Phoenix, Psylocke. I can name more and more. All these characters, they can do a lot of damage per second. That will counter a Mantis. She has very slow healing. And other supports. Dude, other supports. Really, emergency nerfs. Not even, let's just forget that over half of the support goddamn roster has a negative win rate. Invis, negative. Jeff, negative. Adam, negative. Luna, negative. Cloak and Dagger, negative. Ultron, negative. Only 4 supports have a positive win rate in the entire game. The bottom 4 characters in the entire game are supports. But you're trying to sit here and make me think that more supports need nerfs. Oh, they're too overpowered. I can't handle them. Just shut up and play the game. Come on. Another support not receive. No, so right here, I just want to mention this. He mentions supports being pandered all seasons. There's not one season where they were treated badly. I mentioned the dive meta that happened for a while. But do you guys remember the old Jeff? The old Jeff that was mostly a flank? I remember this, at least in my personal experiences. As soon as I got to Grandmaster, he was every single game. He was every single game. Talk about triple support? Yeah, imagine having a Jeff in your backline 24/7 with his high maneuverability back then. Infinite dive. He could be in the ground for infinite time. His bubbles were pretty much instant heals, I would say. And you would need a Hela or someone to deal with him. And he was absolutely annoying to supports. That was one of the main reasons, if not, I think the main reason he got reworked. But yeah, I'm trying to sit here and believe there was no tough times at all for support players. And before you say anything, I'm not a support player, I'm a flex player. My most played character in competitive this season is a tank. Not to mention, several seasons I've most time played on DPS. Magic was even my number 2 and number 3 most played character in back-to-back seasons. And I was getting games where I was hitting close to 40 kills per game. And when I actually play, I'm a almost top 250 goddamn Loki. And in less than 2 days, I went from Diamond 3 to Grandmaster 2. When I actually play the game, I rank up very quickly. But people like this are just so entitled. Oh, 3 out of the top 4 DPS in the entire game are dive characters. Oh, they're such in a bad place. Oh, over half the support rosters in a negative win rate. Oh, they need all nerfs, flat nerfs. Oh man, they're too powerful. Right. How about this? The game needs one less crybaby going after people. I read some of these comments. Biggest truth nuke ever, and anyone denying this gotta go to hell. I mean, they want to keep denying it because support is the only identity they have. They are handleless on most other heroes that are supports. Here's the overgeneralization again. Support role is an overgrown tumor for this game, and they refuse to surgically remove it by adding healing limitations and emergency nerfs. Yeah, let's add emergency nerfs to the support roster who has mostly negative win rates. Got it. Idiot. Oh yeah, I like these two. This, I didn't have to like this, so I can just find out my likes. I hope they buff Mantis, Adam, and C&D next to make all support haters cry even harder. Supports were unplayable for 2 seasons. What the fuck are you saying? Precisely because of Black Panther, Magic, and Spider-Man. Found the blackmailer. He doesn't go against them. He doesn't attack their point. Keep that in mind. He doesn't go against it. He just throws an insult. Mantis? At least in my experience, is us Invis and Gambit terrorizing every lobby. Mantis enables Loki triple support with Groot team up. Man, if there's only a Moon Knight who's very good against Groot and Loki, man, if only that was an option. He talks like this team up is the best in the game, like unbeatable. There are certain maps Loki's horrible on. I should know from being in almost 250 Loki in the entire world. There are only certain few maps which I play Loki on because he's actually good. And also, most games which I've gotten a Mantis Loki, it was not triple support. So stop trying to sneak in triple support here. That team up is not good in every scenario. Do you forget how many dives have team ups? How many pokes to the backline have team ups? Just for one. You know Mag, who you're supposed to respect his space, and if you don't, he goes after your backline? Yeah, he got a very good team up. Psylocke, yeah, she just got a new team up, which can heal herself. Star-Lord has the teleport. Magic is top 4 in Duelist. Daredevil, top 4 in Duelist. Psylocke, top 4 in Duelist. Are you really crying that a support has a team up ability which benefits them when 3 out of the top 4 DPS in the entire game are flank characters in Celestial and above? Are you really crying about that? People don't realize if they nerf supports, they'll destroy 2 roles. Tanks will suffer too, which is true. Hulk, he went down majorly because of all the increased damage. He gets in, gets shredded, and then he's dead. All that increased damage, if you're lowering healing, that's gonna even throw off the balance even more. And people that aren't shield tanks, even shield tanks in general too, they'll get shredded even faster. No, we're fine. They can still do tank healing. Dive tanks won't even notice anything either. Yes, they will. Dive tanks like Venom do pit stops in their own back line to get healed to full. And then after a second, they get healed to full. Imagine it takes 3 to 4 seconds. That's a major time which they're inactive in the fight. Also, I like how he says, no, we are fine, then switches it to they. So is it you or is it other people? Magic's sitting at 55% win rate in every single elo in the game since the game released, probably because she's unplayable. Exactly. Yeah, I think this will be a very good way to kill the game. Make supports unplayable for a whole season with the high damage that DPS have will surely end well. Why don't we do something that will actually help the game and nerf alt charge, healing and damage by like 30%, which this is actually the main point I was making in several videos. Have a patch of just straight nerfs across every role, most characters. That will solve a lot in this game. Didn't they buff supports at one point because devs said tanks and DPS weren't peeling for them? Yeah, I remember Jay was reading those patch notes. I even included it in one of my videos as a point for myself. And I'm sorry, if they fit supports like that, I promise no one will lie. And then we'll be here complaining of not enough healing or GG no heals, right? Exactly! Less heals means AKA less heals. With all the anti-heal, increased vulnerability, all that, you're going to receive less healing. And healing is going to be less impactful. Right, let's do a game where you have 3 tanks and 3 DPS. Or wait, let's make it even 6 DPS since no one loves to tank too. Let's see if y'all gonna complain. Then the supports won't play again and y'all will complain the entire season and no one wants to play support. Support suffered for 3 seasons. Just say, want to press one button, everyone goes bye-bye. Magic isn't that unplayable. BP on the other hand, man, he's now a worse throw than Black Widow, which I don't agree with. I had a Spider-Man Black Panther match the other day, yesterday. It was a streamer, he was very chill. I played with him, then against him, he was both dives. But the game we played, it was a Spider-Man Black Panther dive, and he said at the beginning of the match, okay, let's see if dive is dead. We handily won that game. Next game I did beat him, I have to say that though. That emergency Luna buff mid-season is proof that someone inside is a support main. Yeah, with their 43.9% win rate in high-ranked lobbies, the #1 player in the entire world says Luna is the worst support. Yeah, that emergency buff really did a lot there, buddy. Okay, rage baiting. Interesting. Would make 6 DPS hard meta. It would be poke slop with Hela, Phoenix, and Hawkeye behind cover, trying their best to kill the enemy before they kill them. them. Would be a lot of 1-0 or 0-1 games. Would be absolute cancer. If supports are unplayable, the whole game is unplayable. Make the whole role shitty? Don't complain about lack of heals then. We literally ate shit in season 2, lol. Lol, it's only for Sue and Gambit. The other supports are between balanced and trash, which I agree with. We'll say this, then cry. Not a single person wants to play support in your team while enemy triple support. Dude, even in a season where supports are so broken, I hardly ever get a good support duo on my team, which I actually agree with that. A lot of supports I do have on my team never really patty cake that much. The ones we do, it feels amazing. Like I struck gold, and it's just that feeling is very good. But the higher ranks I go, the more I encounter it. So I do get that sentiment. In lower ranks, there's definitely a lot of supports which don't patty cake at all, even after you ping for heal for a lot. But higher ranks you go, it does get way better. It's either a dogshit Gambit or Invis player who can't aim. I've seen those too. There's a couple DPS players who play Gambit on my team. One ended with 7k healing and like 16 deaths. He was a Moon Knight to begin with. Horrible positioning. Was complaining he didn't get healed at all this, all that. Told our Gambit to get off Gambit. Our Gambit went to a Lord Spider-Man. Then this Moon Knight went to Gambit, ended with a 7k healing after a whole round. And I was playing Invis, be his good Invis map, and I ended with around 40k healing, I would say. I would say it's mostly DPS Gambits who are very bad. Everyone else is decent, I found. And if you nerf these boosted fucks, you are never getting any heals in any game ever. What do you mean? Did we forget about the support strike? No one was playing support. There was no strike. Hey guys, remember that giant event which warranted several of the biggest content creators to react to it? Even the devs reacting to it. Yeah, that didn't ever happen. Are you serious? Just a bunch of American triggered TikTok people that cried about a real man who spoke about the truth about these dogs. Talk about entitled pieces of trash. Then you'll lose games because the enemy DPS can't outdamage your heals, lol. All this hate will just go full circle. Y'all just hate strategists, yet what good strategist picked in your comp games exactly? This absolute idiot doesn't know a thing about rivals, even though I've seen around the comments he's actually good. How can you be that good while absolutely knowing nothing about the game? Not knowing about nerfs and buffs. Not knowing who is in the top characters each season. Like seriously, are you just all aim no brain? Is that seriously who you are? Not only are you calling a whole entire role in a video game trash and dogs and toxic and brain dead and many more things, you forget how things actually happen. You say that an event didn't happen which the devs and major content creators reacted to, that a large major of the portion of the support community in Marvel Rivals stopped playing support. I should know, because during that time when I was still playing support and learning Iron Man, I had a support on my team who was a Loki. There was a Spider-Man main, and the enemy Spider-Man kept killing him, and he said, I get why the support strike is happening. That was on my stream back then. It's not just one game back then, it was major. It was many. I'm supposed to sit here and think, nah, that never happened. This person who describes everyone who took part in a strike because of how bad they felt playing a role as American triggered TikTok people that cried. And I'm supposed to take his advice? This absolute dumb fuck? I'm supposed to take his advice? Okay. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.